All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do an example of where we're going to take an equation of a circle and in general form, and we're going to transform this into the equation of a circle in standard form. So how are we going to do this? This is going to require us completing the square. Okay, this is the way we're going to do this, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to group the x's and y's together, right? And we're going to separate them, group them together, and then complete the square for the x's, and then complete the square for the y's, okay? And so pay attention as I go through this. You'll see what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the x squared and the x term. So I'm going to take x squared plus 10x, right? Oops. Okay. And then I've got plus y squared minus 6y plus this, right? And then what's left over? I got the 25 here, but let's move that over to the other side. So let's subtract 25 from both sides so we get equals to negative 25. Okay, so now I've got this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to complete the square for both of these, but remember, whatever I add or subtract here, or add or subtract here, I have to do it to the other side as well. So again, how do I complete the square? All I do is take the middle term, divide by 2, and square it. So if I take 10, divide by 2, and square it, I get 25. Okay, which means I have to add 25 over here. And then if I do the same thing here, I got 6, negative 6, divided by 2 is negative 3, square it, I get 9, which means I'm going to have to add 9 over on this side to keep everything balanced, right? So now, what happens to this? This becomes x plus 5 quantity squared plus what happens over here? This is going to become y minus 3 quantity squared because that's a minus. Okay, remember, perfect squares, remember? And then, of course, this cancels with that, so I end up with positive 9, and I'm done. So now, the center is equal to 5, what? 5 comma negative 3. Remember, this is supposed to be plus, so plus negative. And then the radius is 3. Voila! So, going from standard form to general form is easier because there's less work. You just expand everything out, collect like terms, group them the way you're supposed to group them. X and Y squares here, X and Y terms here, and then the constant, okay? And then equal to 0. Going from general form to standard form requires a little bit more work. You have to complete the square. Just make sure you don't lose track of what you're adding to the other side, okay? All right, have a great day.